Here we go. Comedian yossi.tarablus, I hope I'm pronouncing your surname correctly, sir, is joining us. Yossi, thank you very much for joining us from overseas now, but until short days ago, you were touring the country, Israel it is, meeting soldiers, prepping to head to the battlefield, or those who are just getting a moment of rest, meeting families who lost everything and are now refugees in their home countries. How on earth, Yossi, do you make them forget about the trouble?
Hi, good evening. Thank you very much for having me on the show. Yes, I can say it's a challenge. We've been performing relentlessly. We've been all over the country. It's not the best situation, but from that situation, we need to make the most of it and make the people that are fighting or are evacuees get a little bit a taste of normality, you know, what they used to before the war, before October 7th. And we are a group of about 40 comedians that have been, you know, we created a WhatsApp group by Idan Aiditz, and we've been touring around the country from the Kiryat Shmona all the way down to Eilat and Yam HaMelach to perform for soldiers, sometimes in very rough conditions, without any real options to have a mic or a speaker. And we've been doing that also for evacuees, all kinds of families from the south and from the north. We're talking about more than 100,000 people that have been evicted from their homes. And one more thing is something that we've uncovered is the parents of the soldiers. The parents of the soldiers are on the edge of the seats. God knows
they need a laugh too.
Exactly. So myself and a comedian, Avi Lieberman, who's an international comedian, he's an American Israeli. We've been performing for some communities, the Anglo communities around the country as well, in the last week and a half, for the parents of the soldiers. And this is something that you know, you understand the power of laugh, the healing power of laugh. The way that you can actually create a real relief, and you know, some of the testimonials we've heard, and some of the people that talked to us after the show said that, you know, this was the first time we all laughed together as a group, and you know, we've been performing for people who have seen the worst things that you can possibly think of.
Yeah, and there's a sense of guilt to be smiling, to be laughing, and we're all going through that in different levels, different capacities, of course. And last few weeks,
there's no sense of guilt. I have to say that because we have been already through, you know,
the worst,
bad times in the past. People seek a bit of normality. They want to get a glimpse of what it used to be before. And even if you laugh about the situation and you make the jokes about yourself and your family, and I have 3 boys, and believe me, staying at home with 3 boys during the war is
a handful.
I'm thinking about getting drafted to the military. I don't know.
to get the afternoon off. Well,
afternoon, or just like you know, not cleaning toilets every day. It's also part of the fun.
Well, Yossi, it seems that it is to an extent part of our DNA. It runs in our veins. Jewish humor. It's part of our mechanism to deal with pain.
Exactly, and as you know, there's always been humor throughout the most horrific times. Even during the Holocaust, there's a really good documentary about it in Kan 11 about how culture and laugh help people at the hardest times, and you know, you can make the jokes about it yourself, because it relates to everyone. For example, my kids are sleeping in the mamad every night, and it's great because I save a lot of money on air condition. So you know, there's always a silver lining here. And I'm telling them every night, maybe rocket's too nice, stay in the mamad. And then it's been like that. By the way, they're sleeping there from Tzuk Eitan.
Just from there. Well, tell them we say hi. And yossi.tarablus, you know, you're at the forefront of the war as well, making sure that we stay human, that we stay alive through laughter.
And if I may, And if I may, you know, all the comics that have been doing, and we've just got the stats, we did more than 180 shows across the country in the last month, and we are also getting ready to do 150 more in the next 4 weeks. All of these shows are done voluntarily, and we pay for everything. And some of the comedians also are running out of you know, gas themselves in the bank. And we are doing a JGive. We have a JGive page for if you want to support our you know, our activities and help pay a little bit of the expenditures of the show. We're very happy to continue, but we need to also take care of our families. And you know, it will be great if people can contribute a few shekels to making those evacuees and soldiers laugh.
And you can be found on JGive. And important that you've raised it, Yossi. People giving their hearts and their lives out for the sake of our collective sanity, and you deserve to get back.
Sanity.
Right?
Collective sanity.
Yossi, thank you very much for making us smile and keep on going. We're all part of the battle. Thank you very, very much for this.